Cancer darlings, I am coming in with another reading for your sign. You're the last sign I'm doing for the day, and that makes my heart happy. So we're just coming in with kind of like a general reading here. We're just going to see what messages want to come through for you Cancerians that are tuning in. We're going to see what it is that you need to know, what it is that you need to hear. It can relate to love. It can relate to family, friends. Just fit it where it applies to you. If it makes no sense and it has no relevance, then, just click on out and tune back in when I upload a new reading for your sign. But otherwise, Cancer, we are going to open up the reading with the fairies cards. I have never, ever, ever used these in a reading before. I do use them personally, but I've never used them online for a reading for any of the signs. I don't believe that I have. So I wanted to celebrate by sharing these cards with you. So this is my way of giving back to the Cancerian community for all of the support that you offer me here on the channel, Cancer. Please like, share, subscribe if it resonates. As always, take what speaks, leave what doesn't. This video can be good for Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus Cancerian placements. If you are looking for something specific, Cancer, then a personal reading is always where it's at. And all the details on how to work with me and connect with me will be in the Show More section below. We are moving into our winter here in Australia. I am specifically living in Queensland. As you can see, the gorgeous sun is shining outside, but I do have the heater on inside. Fancy that, because it's cool. I prefer the sun. It'd be different if I was standing outside. I'd definitely warm up, but yeah. I don't know why I had to share that with you, but anyway, it's because I love you. I think that's what it is. It's because I love you, and you guys, I have a special place for you. All right, let's see what fairy card wants to come through to open your reading here today, Cancer. So Spirit, Angels and Guides, what messages do you have for Cancer? What message do you have for Cancer right now? I'm going to take the first card that I see, which is Himself. Himself. Okay, this is masculine energy, and gender is absolutely irrelevant here, right? This is not about gender at all. This is about energy, and himself is masculine energy. So let me just read this intuitively very quickly, and we'll take a look at the message or the meaning behind this card. But I'm intuitively feeling, with the masculine energy that is coming through this card, that you are needing to take action. You're wanting to take action. You're needing to take action. There's an element of accountability and responsibility coming in with this card. This is not a time to deflect. This is not a time to make excuses. This isn't even a time to feel sorry for yourself, I don't feel. This is about manning up, this is about putting on your big girl undies, putting on your big girl panties or your big boy panties, and just pressing go, pressing play. Let's have a look at the meaning of this card. This is number 17. Let me just take to the book very quickly. I don't want to waste too much time here, but I don't want to lose you either. So stick with me, Cancer. Okay, so some of the keywords are natural law, life force, magic, shamanic power. We've got when himself appears in a card spread, he not only indicates that a great amount of energy is present in the reading, but he also strongly energizes the fairy cards around him. Everything he touches becomes more of whatever it is, more alive, more vigorous, more powerful, more awesome, or more awful. Interesting. This card in a reading can indicate great vitality, victory, or triumph, confidence, and power. So if you have been doubting yourself, or if you have been second guessing yourself, this is a time for you to step into your courage, your confidence. You know, they use the word victory here. You're the Chariot, Cancer. What do you think the Chariot is? The Chariot is moving towards a victory. There is a leadership and ability to command, steadfastness and integrity, wild power held and channeled for the good of all by will. Himself speaks of protection either of the querent or of someone the querent owes protection to, like a child or an elder. So, for example, if you are the Cancerian who is being controlled by the inner voice right now, it is taking ownership of the inner voice. It's taking ownership and going and putting that inner voice to the side, because the inner voice in this situation for you, Cancer, has been sabotaging you or has been holding you back. Himself is asking for you to take accountability and ownership of the inner child, so to speak. Acceptance of paternal responsibility is important, as are deep and committed relationships. He is the preserver of the natural world and its balances. Okay, shamanic power may be indicated here, as well as a potential for powerful spiritual healing. This card may also speak of erotic energy, passion, and potent creativity. Well, well, well. So with all of that being said, I'm going to pop that right there. Let's expand on this. We are going to use the Colette Baron Reid Animal Spirit cards, Cancer. Well, himself, well, what did I say? It's masculine energy. So, yeah, there might be some strong desire coming through you to explore your passion or your passions or your lust for someone or something. All right, let's see what else is coming through for our Cancers. What is it that Cancer needs to know today? Vulture spirit. What does it say here? It says nothing is wasted. I love this because there's an element of scarcity coming in with this card. And what it's basically saying here, Cancer, is now is not the time to have a scarcity mindset. Okay? It is not going to work in your favor if you are coming in with a scarcity mindset or a lack mentality. It is poverty conscious mindset we don't need right now. It's saying here nothing is wasted. So there is a beautiful, powerful and potent energy and life force that is coming in with you right now. So with these two cards at play, it's essentially saying don't waste that energy, because Spirit wants you to put that to good use. It is available to you. Do something worthwhile with it. Don't worry about the what ifs right now. Himself isn't even concerned about the what ifs. Himself is concerned with pressing play, just going for it, taking action. So basically, let's not waste this. Let's not waste this opportunity. Okay, that's what Spirit is saying. Don't waste the opportunity while it's here, because you may just regret it. So if you do, Cancer, if you're a Cancerian tuning into this reading and you have been entertaining a scarcity mindset or scarcity mindset, then himself is asking for you to take accountability now. What are you going to do about it? Is this how you're going to live your life? You know, I don't know. They're just some questions to ask yourself. And then what are you going to do about it if you are entertaining that scarcity mindset? Or if you have been looking at the glass half full? Because your Spirit saying here, Cancer, you're robbing yourself. You're robbing yourself of an opportunity. Okay, so you've got Giraffe Spirit coming through. Oh my goodness. Do you know what it says here? It says, see the big picture. So basically, it's time to shift the story, shift the perspective. If you have been looking at the glass half empty, maybe it's time for you to look at the glass half full and see where that gets you. Maybe it's time to come in with the perspective that you have a lot to give, instead of thinking that you've got nothing to give. Maybe it's time to come in with the perspective that you do have wonderful gifts here. And what you have to offer is of value and it is of service, instead of thinking, oh, nobody's going to want this, or nobody cares about me, or no one's going to like what I have to share. Because if there is one person that you can impact in a positive way, then that's got to count for something. So it is asking for you to kind of look at it from a higher lens or a higher perspective. I mean, the giraffe has a long neck, so it can see from an elevated perspective. Maybe it's time to listen to your higher self. You know, your higher self has been leading you. Your higher self operates from a high vibrational energy, and the vulture spirit has been operating from a lower vibrational energy. Which will you choose, Cancer? And for a lot of Cancerians that I connect to on this channel, I can see that you are wanting to better yourself. So I know for a high percentage of you, you are wanting to better yourself. All right, let's see what else is coming in. Rhino Spirit. Did this card come out for you last time? It's overcome any obstacle. So clearly there is an obstacle at play. It has felt challenging, but I feel with the himself energy and with doing the mindset work, you can conquer whatever this is. I feel that this is a celebratory energy. If you decide to make the most of what is available to you right now, coming in from the perspective that the glass is half full, I see a positive outcome. Okay, I see a positive outcome for you. What else am I getting here? I'm also getting with the rhino spirit. Rhino, I'm getting like a tough energy coming in. I'm getting in almost like spirit saying, for those Cancerians who are choosing to be stubborn at this time, your stubbornness will be the obstacle. Your stubbornness will trip you up or it will hold you back. Okay, so it's kind of like with the rhino spirit, for some of you, not all of you, some of you, you're literally getting in your own way. Yeah. All right, let's see what the tarot cards want to say. Let's see what the tarot cards want to say. What else wants to come in with the tarot card spirit? What is it that Cancer needs to hear at this time? Five of Wands. So for some of you with the Five of Wands, the challenge could be comparison. You know, where you're comparing yourself to other people. So for example, if I'm just going to use an example, okay, and then you can just apply it to whatever area of your life this relates to. So for example, say you want to start your own business. Say you like drawing, okay? Say you like doodling, right? And you want to open up your own business where you start doodling pictures and then you sell these pictures, but you're like, oh, but there's so many other people that do this too. You know, who's going to want to buy my doodles over someone else's doodles? Right? It could be like that. The other thing that I'm getting here too is where you're looking at other people that share the same interests or the same passions as you, but you're comparing yourself to them. But remember, everyone's on their own journey. Everyone's on their own path. You don't see with the Five of Wands here the challenges or the hurdles that they have had to overcome as well. You know, we don't see that to become a master at something, it takes 10,000 hours to master something here. You don't know how many hours that person's put in compared to how many hours you're putting in. I'm just trying to put it into perspective for you, Cancer. Okay, that's what that Five of Wands energy is coming in telling me. So don't compare yourself to somebody else, because you will always hear it from me. Comparison is the thief of joy. And with the giraffe spirit here, that's where it's asking for you to look at it differently now. Stop comparing yourself to somebody else. You are unique. You have unique gifts. You have unique talents. You know, if this is about being a parent, okay? If this is about becoming a mother or becoming a father, it's not a time for you to second guess or question if you're going to be a good parent or if you're going to be a good mother or a father. Or you could be looking at how other mothers are doing it or how other fathers are doing it and then doubting yourself. No. You have your own unique set of talents. For others of you with the Five of Wands, this is about competing for something. So if there is a position that you're going for at work, for example, You know, why settle for less? Fight for it. You know, this is about fighting for that position. What are you going to do to stick your neck out, so to speak, with the giraffe spirit? It is asking for you to stick your neck out, to put yourself out in a big way. And that's what the himself is. You know, himself opened up your reading for a reason. It's asking for you to be the hero and the warrior. You know, even if it means you have to fight your way to the top, that's what the Five of Wands is saying. Okay, there might be some competition to get to the top, but I don't feel, Cancer, I don't feel like this is anything you can't get through. The only thing that would trip you up from time to time would be, like I said, with the vulture spirit, your scarcity mindset or the lack of faith that you have within yourself. Because with the rhino spirit, that would be the obstacle. You know? All right. There might be some healthy sexual competition at play here too, if it's romantic energy. You know, where you're attracted to somebody. Maybe you're attracted to somebody, they're really good looking, and you don't really think too much of yourself, and you're putting this person up on a pedestal, and you're like, oh, what's the point in putting myself out there? They're not going to be interested in me. Again, you're getting in your own head about it. Eight of Swords. Okay, this is really confirming to me, Cancer, that an inner story that you have is holding you back. It's limiting you. This is your limitation right here. Your thoughts, your belief system is the limitation. Maybe it's time to upgrade those belief systems. Maybe an old belief system that you had just isn't, it's just not working for you anymore, Cancer. So an upgrade needs to happen. A shift needs to take place. What are you going to do to cut your own strings? What are you going to do? How are you going to cut those strings that have been binding you and holding you back from what you deserve? You know? Let's see what else is coming through for Cancer. Oh my goodness, the Magician. Wow, wow. This is self-mastery. This is available to you, Cancer. So again, with the Magician, what I'm getting here is there is something that you are focusing on, but it is going to require you, to have all the tools available to you in order to achieve whatever goal you set out to achieve. Now, if there is a tool in your toolkit that is missing, then you're going to have to go and purchase that tool. So for example, if you want to become an awesome doodler, you need to have the best pens. You can't doodle without the pens. You can't doodle without the paper. So you have to have access to all the tools to be able to become the best doodler, right? So with the magician here, Cancer, I'm invited to help you see, you know, if there is a skill that you don't have right now, but it's the very skill that is stopping you from achieving a goal, then the magician is asking for you to go and achieve that skill. Learn the skill. Learn it. What are you going to do to go and achieve this skill? For some of you, the magician is just simply overcoming a mindset that doesn't work for you anymore. And the magician is, it's self-mastery. It's mastering yourself. In this case. All right. Let's grab one more card. Wow, look at this. We've got the Eight of Pentacles. Some of you are ready to study, to further educate yourself. That's how I see the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is focus. Okay, really honing in and focusing on your craft, focusing on your goal and chipping away at it. Remember, whatever you're wanting to achieve here, it's not going to happen overnight. Success doesn't come to anyone overnight. It happens when you chip away at it, and that's what the Eight of Pentacles is asking for you to do. Okay, it might require you to read 5 pages of a book every night. And within those 5 pages that you read every night, guess what? You learn something new. You hone in on your craft. You become better at it. You have access to the information and the tools that you didn't have before. The magician is requiring you to have access to the tools and the information that you don't have, that you didn't have. Yeah, okay, Eight of Pentacles might require you to work overtime, but it will be worth the effort, right? You might need to burn the candle at both ends, but, you know, good things come to those who work hard, as what Rosa says. It's one of my sayings. Good things come to those who work hard, and that's how it works. You know, I'll use my story for example. I own my own beauty business. I work for an agency and I do tarot readings in between the little time that I have. Yes, it's a lot of work. Yeah, I freaking work hard, but the reward is worth it. The reward to me is helping another Cancerian person out there in the world. That's my reward. If I know that I can help one more person in the world, that makes my heart full. That makes my heart happy. I'm just using my story as an example. Okay. The Eight of Pentacles is also just a reminder, Cancer, just to be kind to yourself as well. You know, good things take time. Rome wasn't built in a day. But as long as you're doing something every day and you're chipping away at it and you're chipping away at it and you're chipping away at it, you can have what you rightfully desire. It is going to require you to make some shifts in your mindset, in your belief in yourself, you know. So let's grab one last parting message, okay? And then we'll close out the reading. One last parting message, and then we will close out the reading. Page of Swords. This is air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So this is a card of curiosity. So if you don't do anything with this reading, Cancer, that's okay. Honestly, you don't need to do anything that you don't want to do. But the one thing I do invite you to do with the Page of Swords is to get curious. Okay, get curious. Be the observer of your own mindset. Be the observer of your own energy. Step back and look at yourself from a different angle. This is also a time for you to ask yourself the very important questions as to what's holding you back or what's stopping you at this time. Take those questions of curiosity to a journal and write it out. You'll be very surprised at how enlightening and healing that is at the same time. So there's your reading, Cancer. I do hope that was helpful. I look forward to your comments. Thank you for watching this video to the very end. And until next time, take care, Cancer.